So I will continue with the guideline to successful 4IR project implementation. So for the purpose for our project is with the courier service. The problem with the current courier service, it has the high volume customer, low courier driver, delayed parcel, missing parcel, and also wrong item delivered. So the solution is by courier autopilot cab to able to handle high volume customer. The courier van will drive itself to registered house. Parcel will receive on the next day delivery within the same region. Parcel will be handed directly to courier van. Customer will receive the correct item and also able to reschedule delivery date and time. Next. The courier autopilot. The step of the courier autopilot is the first order item. Customer will order an item from the website. Then the seller will pack an item and drop the item to the courier service. So the cab will deliver an item without driver to registered address using the GPS. So the customer must have the apps to using this courier autopilot. So customer will receive estimate delivery through an apps. The courier van will wait 30 seconds after the third horn. The door will open to receive the parcel once customer verified with face recognition. Next, customer receive item on time without delay. Next, the 4IR example is artificial intelligence AI, which is we implement to this project. Next is robotic, Internet of Things, IoT, genetic engineering, and also quantum computing. Next, the 4IR project define beginning and end timing. Specific objective is defined. Clear scope of work. So for the next slide, Fatin will continue.
Alright, so next we moved on to strategic planning. Okay, strategic planning means determining the long-term objectives, predicting the future trends, and projecting the needs for the new products and services. So this is done by implementing the SWOT method, which is strength, S for strength, W for weakness, O for opportunities, and T for threats. So basically, based on the project that is proposed, the strength that is identified would be the loyalty of the customer, solve the issue of late parcel delivery and missing packages. So this is the strength of the project proposed. Meanwhile, for the weakness, what we see could be a potential weakness for the project is that it's the advances of new technologies. So as of now, this is what we see that could, solve the problem that we have, but could be in the future there's, better technologies, and if we don't actually keep up with this, then this could be a weakness. Then besides that, opportunities. So opportunities would be better mode of transporting and accurate GPS service. So compared to the traditional method, which is normally we're transporting using like vehicles such as vans or cars, but now we're using a different thing which has the has a more accurate GPS service. Next is the threats. The threats could be competing with similar innovation. So just think of it this way: if let's say we were to think about it, meaning our competitors would also think about a similar innovation. So this could be a threat for this particular project that's proposed. Next would be project selection. So project selection, how do we choose the correct project? Financial considerations are often important consideration in selecting the correct project. So financial considerations are taken into account by using NPV analysis, which is net present value analysis. Besides that would be ROI, which is return on investment. Then the third one would be payback analysis. So once the correct project is selected, we will then go on to the next step, which is creating project charters preliminary scope statement, and stakeholder analysis. So each of these particular documents serves a different purpose. So we'll start with the first one, which is project charter. Okay, so once the project is selected, right, it is crucial to actually explain the project chosen to the rest of the team. So project charter is used to formally recognize the existence of a project and provide direction on the project's objective to the rest of the management. Whereas for the preliminary scope statement, this will clearly explain the scope of the project in a form of a document, which is used to develop and confirm a common understanding on the product scope. So to better develop it and avoid it from getting bigger from the initial scope. So we have this particular scope of project and we just stick to that. Next would be the stakeholder analysis. The stakeholder analysis are documents on the information of the stakeholders, such as stakeholders' name and organization, the roles that they have on the particular project, as well as the level of influence and interest that they have on the project. Lastly would be project scope management. Okay, project scope management includes the processes required to ensure that the project addresses all the work required and only the work that is required to complete the project successfully. So this means it's the project scope management covers scope planning, requirements collection, scope definition, creating WBS, meaning work breakdown structure, scope verification, as well as scope control. So that's all from me. Thank you.